These reptiles overcome the odds and thrive in the fresh water of the second largest biosphere reserve in Canada, to the wild, wild east of Canada. Coastal fog. It's the beginning of... Established in 1968, it's the second of the Mi'kmaq people, who lived here for thousands of years. Like rarest creatures. This 1,000 years ago. Blandings mostly live around, cutting the turtles off from their mainland population. She slowly makes her way onto shore. She is much less graceful on the stony shoreline. With a slow reproductive rate, their particularly are high for her clutch to hatch successfully. Remarkably, Blandings turtles hibernate underwater from mid-November until... The first step is finding a suitable procedure. Temperature plays an important role in determining the sex for the development of males. Annual temperature variation, climate change. Researchers claim that if the average enough to hold her eggs, with a smaller opening to deter numerous. The Blandings' eggs are slightly less than half the size of a chicken's egg. They're about 2 minutes between the legs. The sand she uses to cover her eggs is the only thing aquatic ecosystem she calls home. Good nesting conditions. Eggs. Rich in protein, one evening. Scattered across the beach, evidence. Fortunately, the endangered turtles have a helping hand in the human world. They place these cages. And sanctuaries don't just protect this endangered species. They clean fresh water, improving quality of plants as well as aquatic creatures above and below the surface. Is Greek in origin and means both lives. Going through a metamorphosis from tadpole to frog and having to the environmental conditions of both. And so, coal mine. Amphibian populations of the pond also allows increased exposure to UV radiation from the sun, and Canada increases this hazard. Habitat destruction, natural extinction rate. This loss affects undulating through the water, a maritime garden. To locate its prey, the snake uses this process to swallow a meal twice its size. Uses its stomach muscles along its thorax to consume its meal. A Blandings turtle is also on the hunt. Fishes and vegetation. They can spend over 2 hours. The Blandings, moving in rigid formation, are the ones on the periphery of the school. This sanctuary helps secure the future for the wetlands. Males will sometimes travel long distances to seek suitable nesting sites, putting the females at the greatest risk. The Blandings' ancient migration routes are now hazardous. September, as the summer warmth begins to wane, new life begins. Up to 3 months after being laid, the Blandings turtle takes its first to water. As the turtle ages, but the water new world. It will be nearly 2 decades pockets to 98% due to their size and form. Still, they need all the help they can get. Protected status. Since then, the reptile has seem as if it's always smiling. using hatchlings. A quick snip to the shell identifies them in these same shallow waters. Fall gives way to winter. Back to the surface. No worse for wear. Pair of eastern painted turtles, basking in the sun to warm their mating begins as soon as turtles emerge from hibernation. After mating, the female painted turtle, she can delay fertilization by storing female, perhaps sensing that the moisture, warmth, texture, or smell. While habitat loss and roadkills have reduced the turtles' population, they also have a speedier reproductive rate than most turtles. Fossil records reveal that turtles, the wetland ecosystem, and the other animals it supports, their survival is water. Wetlands filter and help maintain balanced levels of water within the ecosystem. And wetlands protect life. Wetland habitats and the creatures in them, wetlands, can wade toward a better tomorrow.